The Motives here, stripped down and acoustic. Matt Taylor on guitar and vocals, and lovely Johnny on such a groovy piano.
Thank you.
I want to join your band. I was really enjoying that.
You can if you like. Yeah. You can play drums.
Can I play drums? Yeah. Well, no, can't really.
You don't need that Martin fellow.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Now, there's 4 of you altogether in Motives.
Yeah, there's 4 of us, yes.
So 4 motives. So what would you call your alter ego motives?
Our alter, what, Mr. Pink or something?
Well, no, good motive, bad motive, funny motive. Yeah. I just thought of that.
What's Johnny? Like the
Johnny.
Spice Girls?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But motives. Yeah. So what would you be?
Oh, I don't know.
Confused.
Confused motive. Probably.
Little confused motive.
Confuse me.
Yeah. Matt, what would you be?
Oh God.
Control motive.
Control motive. Yeah.
Oh,
well done, Johnny. Yeah. And the other 2, they're not here to speak for themselves. But what do you reckon?
Exactly. We can say what we like, really, can't we?
Yeah. Dance motive. I think there has to be a dance motive in there.
Oh no. Well, Andy's he's screaming motive.
Is he?
He's the screaming man. He's just in the middle of gigs. He goes ah! Sometimes. There's actually a YouTube clip of him doing it during that song that we just did. A gig in Germany.
Yes, my solo seemed to have that effect.
Yes, he just starts screaming.
Well, that's the lovely energy
of psychological disorder.
Now, the lovely thing is that on your website, which is the-motives.com,
Motives, yes.
one can hear Leap of Faith, which is and also Gangsters, both of which have been nominated for the British Blues Awards. So it's lovely this, and it's nice that blues is getting more of a stage, if you like, or
it seems to be. There's
window.
Just been this new classic rock doing a blues magazine. Just heard about the last couple of days.
Good.
Which is coming out in June, I think. It's the first issue. So it's good that a more mainstream sort of, like Future Publishing, a big sort of commercial, organisation, are kind of latching onto this, and people like Joe Bonamassa have really helped. I think.
And great. And I saw him the other week, and he said, "I'm just about to release my 13th album."
Yeah, he's done so much,
and I've never had a hit. That's what he said.
Yes, exactly.
And I thought, actually, it doesn't matter. Don't need one because you're great anyway. And there was a whole arena full of people to do that. And I think it's very common these days. It's that it's just people go and find.
It's kind of the charts or not, isn't it? It's kind of the business is polarised like that.
Yeah. We're the or nots, I think.
Yes, I'd rather be an or not, to be honest.
We're the or nots. Let's hear Gangsters, which is from your forthcoming album. What are you calling the album?
We're calling it, imaginatively enough, The Motives, featuring Matt Taylor. It's a brilliant name. It took us seconds to come up with it.
Amazing.
We kicked some ideas around and we didn't like any of them, so we just said, well, we're eponymous.
Eponymous. Here it is.
Eponymous.
Great.
It's a groovy mother, this one.
Yeah, it's great.
It's Azzy's favourite as well, because he gets to do that. There's the funk overbite.
The Motives and Gangsters. They're here in the studio. Matt Taylor and the lovely Johnny. You must be looking forward to getting this finally out there, because when you take on a project, and the last album that I think we were talking about was when you were with Snowy White's Blues Project, which you did a fair amount on, didn't you? Snowy kind of said, "Oh, you can do that bit."
Yeah, he's very generous with the whole thing. I mean, Snowy sort of put that together so that he could, have quite an easy time of it. He sort of gave me loads of guitar solos, and Rudy, the bass player, did a load of the singing, and I did singing.
No, it's a really good thing.
And I shared it around nicely.
Yeah, and people enjoyed it. Let's imagine that you're at your gig on Saturday night at the Devil's Kitchen in Bury St Edmunds, and in the front there, there's quite a few people that you admire, whether they're players or singers or anybody, and you're thinking, all these people, they've come out to see me. I've got to invite.
Candy, come to see me in Bury St Edmunds.
I've got to invite some of them onto the stage to jam with me. Who would you invite? Johnny's thinking.
Johnny can take it from
there. Johnny can take it from there. Johnny, who would you like to invite?
Great ideas.
Yeah.
God, I can't think. But I'd always love to have seen. Personally, I would have loved to have seen. I always say this.
Yeah.
Louis Prima. I always say that. I know.
Prima.
That's the one guy I would love to see on stage.
Okay.
And the lady that he used to play with, I can't remember her name.
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
But he wore a great suit. He was like...
Louis
was a
Prima,
suit
yeah.
man,
He was a
yeah.
suit man as well.
More zoot suits. When
Yeah.
Where,
For people who don't know him, he was the monkey in Jungle Book, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he was.
Sorry,
That's
yes,
it.
the king of the swingers
Voice.
himself.
Gosh, yeah. That would be really cool.
Wasn't
What
a
a great
monkey, he was
voice.
a orangutan.
Orangutan, yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you? Who would you invite?
God, I don't know. All the usual suspects, I suppose. All the guitarists.
Go on then. Who?
Well, you Claptons and
Yeah?
know, Kings and I don't know.
Now, we had a dilemma
Solos.
the other night, actually, because it was Rolf Harris's birthday and it was Eric Clapton's birthday on the same day. And we were trying to work out whose party we would go to.
Whose party would you rather go to?
yes.
Rolf's would probably be more fun. I thought
Rolf
these
Harris.
days.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, lots more party tricks.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
And he could draw you as well.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
way out.
So there's a dilemma solved. Most people said Rolf Harris, so there you go.
Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know what sort of bash Eric would throw these days.
No,
I think it'd be
but-
cups of tea all round.
A few
In
sandwiches
the
and
old
things.
days, it would have been good.
In the
Now
old
then-
days, it might have been quite wild. But who
Andrew
knows?
from Leicester has rung in to say that he saw you guys at the Devil's Kitchen last year and he's really looking forward to Saturday.
Oh yeah, well that was with Mark Butcher.
Mark Butcher Band.
Yeah,
Who's
I
another
was,
great player as well.
He is, yes.
Yeah,
he's,
fantastic player.
He's cracking. We had a really good night down there actually.
Excellent.
So yes, what is the chap's name?
Andrew from Leicester.
Andrew, wicked Andrew.
Yep, that's
We'll
good.
see you on Saturday.
Yeah. There might have to be a few pints lined up or something.
I suspect
I'm going to play one of these. Sue Marchant's Big Night in, the Motives here in the studio. Now, if people want to listen to your songs and go to your website and everything, what do you think? You see, this is the thing these days, isn't it? We're controlled by machines and screens.
Yes.
And it's an interesting concept that the stage has become much broader, hasn't it? Because we have all this social networking, etc.
Yeah.
How do you feel that social networking helps you with your band?
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, we've been able to sort of get this project, the Motives, off the ground, you know, largely single-handedly on Facebook, you know, just to sort of slow... I mean, it takes time, obviously, but, you know, you've got the ability to reach individuals, you know. I mean, obviously, that's why it takes time. You do one person at a time. It's better to go on the radio, really, but saves a lot of time. But no, you can get directly to people who you know are interested in what you do because they say they are.
Yeah.
They advertise that they're interested
Yeah.
in blues or whatever.
And,
you know,
and of course, record companies look quite closely at all of this because the more and youngsters have said we've got to get lots of likes and things, and then we might get signed, which is quite cruel in a way, I think, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's looking at it the wrong way. I think it's you know, I don't know. I mean, I think these days, if you want to get a record deal, the last thing you should do is look for one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's
I
like
think
love,
you need
isn't
to
it?
go out
Isn't it?
there and well, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you just need to sort of do it and get on with it. And if somebody knocks on the door and offers you loads of money to make a record, then great. If they don't, at least you're doing it.
Yeah, at least you've done it and you've been in control of it.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you know, I think Facebook and all the Twitter and whatever else, just having a website and selling stuff, PayPal is a great thing because you can set up your own, you know, merchant thing.
Yeah, it's a good
and
thing.
sell
Is
your
it's
own
like
records,
it's
you
like
know.
having your own little market stall, isn't
Well,
it?
exactly. It's exactly what
it's
it
good.
is, yeah.
So it's very positive in that respect. Gangsters that we just heard from the forthcoming album, The Motives, featuring Matt Taylor, is one of those nominated songs for the British Blues Awards, and there's lots of songs. And I'm pleased to say that a lot of people who've actually been on the show are kind of in that zone as
good,
well.
yeah.
So I'm really proud of everybody. We're going to see what's happening on the roads, and we've got more live music from The Motives.
BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
With the latest on the roads, here comes Alan.
It was the A47
Sorry, I
April
thought you
New
were
Road in
off.
Great Yarmouth
That's all
has
right,
been
Give a little
completely blocked
it
with
never
an
bothers
leitmotif there.
right
It
near
never
to the
bothers
junction of
me,
the
it
A12 and
does.
Runham Road. The police are still on their way to the scene at the moment, but they may well have to put in a
It's
full
lovely when
closure.
people ring in.
One of the vehicles is reported to be stuck right in the middle of the road. The
Somebody actually
A14 is closed again
Yeah.
westbound tonight.
Yeah.
Overnight works from
Yeah,
junction
lovely.
50 at Stow Upland to junction 49 at Stowmarket.